Hey there, incredible YouTube story lovers. You're the reason we keep bringing these dramatic Reddit-inspired tales to life. Today's story is a whirlwind of heartbreak and betrayal that will keep you hooked until the very last word. So grab your headphones, get comfortable, and let's dive into a story that's bound to strike a nerve. The name tag clipped to my blazer read disappointment, written in my wife's elegant handwriting. Laughter echoed around me, and the room seemed to tilt. It was her father's 60th birthday celebration, filled with clinking glasses and warm chatter. But that single word cut through it all like a blade. I froze, the flimsy tag beating against my chest like a cruel reminder, while Elise smiled from across the room, her eyes gleaming with something I couldn't quite place. Creative, right? She'd teased earlier in our bedroom as she pinned it on me, her fingers brushing my collar, her lavender perfume wrapping around me. It's just a joke, Nate. Don't be so serious. I had laughed it off then, chalking it up to her usual playful humor, the kind that once made me feel close to her. But now, standing among her polished family, that word felt like a judgment I hadn't expected. The banquet hall sparkled under glowing chandeliers, light bouncing off crystal glasses, and Elisa's emerald dress. Her father, Richard, dominated the room with his booming laughter as relatives gathered around him. My eyes searched the crowd for Elise, my heart pounding with questions I didn't want to face. Why the label? Why tonight? I found her near the dessert table, leaning close to her cousin Mark. His hand brushed her arm as they whispered together. Mark, the family favorite. Charming, successful, everything I wasn't. I'd noticed the way Elise talked about him before, that little spark of admiration. I had brushed it off. But now, their closeness stung like a hidden splinter. Nate, Elise called when she saw me. Her smile was bright, but her eyes told another story. Come try the tiramisu, it's heavenly. Her voice was sweet, but the tag still burned against my chest. Mark pulled back, his grin relaxed, almost taunting. Nice tag, man, he said casually, sipping his drink. Elise always knows just what to say. I forced a chuckle though my throat felt tight. Yeah, she's clever. I looked at her, searching for the woman I had married. The one who once cried in my arms when her mother died, who laughed with me over late-night pizza. But her gaze slipped away, and I felt the silence between us heavy with unspoken truths. As the night went on, I couldn't ignore the signs anymore. Elisa's phone buzzing constantly, the way she turned the screen away, the secretive texts, the sudden distance over the past few weeks. I had convinced myself it was stress or work, that we were fine. But were we? I slipped onto the balcony for air. The city lights glittered coldly in the distance, echoing the ache in my chest. I thought back on our 5 years together. Her warmth, her drive, the way she pushed me to grow. I knew I wasn't perfect. My freelance writing barely kept us afloat, while her corporate salary carried most of the weight. Maybe I was a disappointment. But I loved her. Didn't that matter? Footsteps clicked behind me. Elise appeared, her dress catching the moonlight. You okay? She asked softly but guarded. I held up the crumpled tag. Why did you write this, Elise? My voice came out sharper than I meant, raw with hurt. Her eyes flickered. It's just a joke, Nate. Don't make it into something bigger. A joke. I stepped closer, lowering my voice. You don't call someone you love a disappointment. Not in front of everyone. What's really going on with you? She crossed her arms, lips pressed tight. You're overreacting. It's my dad's party, not the place for this. Then when my chest pounded, anger mixing with fear. You've been pulling away for months. The texts, the calls, the way you look at me like I don't matter. Tell me I'm wrong. Her silence was louder than any words. She stared at the skyline, guilt written on her face. My stomach dropped. Elise? I whispered, my voice breaking. Are you cheating on me? Her eyes snapped to mine, wide and wet. For a moment, I hoped she'd laugh it off, deny it, hug me, anything. But she didn't. She looked away, her breath uneven, and that was enough. With who? I demanded, my voice rough, unfamiliar. When she flinched, the answer was clear. Mark. The world tilted. My chest shattered. Mark, the perfect cousin, always hanging around, always drawing her attention. The family's golden boy. How could I have missed it? It's not what you think, she said finally, her voice trembling. It's complicated. I let out a bitter laugh. You're sleeping with him, aren't you? Don't lie. Tears spilled down her cheeks. It was a mistake, she whispered. It only happened once. I didn't know how to stop it. He makes me feel noticed. Nate, you're always lost in your writing, chasing dreams. I'm drowning, and you don't even see it. Her words knocked the air from me. I wanted to shout, to beg, to tell her she was wrong. But deep down, I knew I had let her drift away. My insecurities, my failures, had built walls between us. Why didn't you just talk to me? I asked, my voice cracking. I would have fought for us. She shook her head, eyes distant. I don't know if there's even us left to fight for. Her words landed like a sentence. I staggered back, crushing the tag in my hand. From inside, laughter and music spilled out, mocking me. I saw our life, our promises collapsing. But then something inside me shifted. I straightened, my voice steady. You don't get to call me the disappointment, Elise. Not when you're the one who broke us. Her eyes widened, but I didn't wait for a reply. I walked back into the party, the tag still pinned to my chest. I wouldn't hide it. Let them see. Let them whisper. I wasn't a failure. Not anymore. As I passed Mark, his smirk faltered. I didn't stop. I didn't need to. The truth was out now, raw and undeniable. I would face it on my own. The disappointment wasn't me. It was her. And as I stepped out into the night, the city lights blurred through my tears. But one thing was clear. No one would ever pin that label on me again. Thanks for sticking with me through this story, YouTube family. Your love for these powerful journeys keeps us going. Don't forget to like and share your thoughts in the comments below.